Welcome to your virtual classroom. I am your teacher, Mr. Matuka, and it's time we do some accounting. We're going to start with Chapter 13. Chapter 13 is when we do accounting for payroll and payroll taxes. So as with anything, let's get started. We're going to open up our Mind tab. Let me get that off my screen. That's how I create my screencast. Let me open up a new tab, and of course, let's go to Schoology first because Schoology is where everything's located. And we're going to log into Schoology. Once in the Schoology, make sure you go to your course. Our course is accounting. Let me see if I can find accounting. There it is. Once we get to accounting, we're going to go to our materials section, and hopefully you have a link to your Mind tab available. Let's open up Mind tab. Remember that you're only getting a preview the first time you open Mind tab, so we're going to click on Mind tab again, and now we're going to sign in. So signing into my Mind tab, there I go. We're going to launch the course. I'm going to make this screen just a little bit bigger. So yeah, that looks good, nice and big. So first thing is we're going to do some the work together. So we'll do the first work together. And let's see what that looks like. So hey, we're going to go to part 2. When we get to part 2, we're in chapter 13. So let's click on that. And we're going to do recording of payroll. Let's go and see what that looks like. So as we're waiting for this to load up, let me remind you, go to your Schoology, check your itinerary. You're going to be responsible for the work togethers, the on your owns, and the applications. And there won't be a test at the end, so make sure you can get everything you can out of your applications. I'm at the back of mine, so let's get out of this. And oops, I'm in the wrong section. We're going to close this, so I'm going to click on my X. I didn't want to go to the information. You should read this. It's basically where I got the information for your podcast. But more importantly, let's go to end of lesson review. There's our working papers, and let's go to work together. Here we go. It's been a while since I've done this, so hey, bear with me. Work together says something about page 381. Let's make sure we're analyzing payroll. It says Lakeland's company's payroll register has the following totals for the semi-monthly pay period of May 1st through the 15th of the current year. Use the T accounts to provided to analyze Lakeland's May 1st payroll. Okay, so they give us the earnings, $13,800. They give us the federal tax amount, and it seems as if we've done this already. So let's just talk it through to make sure we're on the same page. Our total earnings goes under salary expense. That's how much all our employees have made. 13.8 right there. Our federal income tax withheld, that's employees' income tax payable, right? Remember, all our taxes become payables because we don't pay them right away. We're just putting them into an account because we want to record them right now, but we're going to pay them later. So we're putting them in payables so that we can pay them later. And so the first payable is $925 right there. $855 goes under Social Security tax payable, Social Security tax withheld. And then, of course, we have Medicare withheld, and it goes into Medicare tax payable. So that was the first part. At the very end, you see cash of $11,000 because this is how much we're actually paying our employees. We're taking care of these taxes that need to be paid for the employee, and this is the portion that we have to pay to the actual employee. So that was this first section. I hope that makes sense for you. Analyzing payroll. We're going to go on to the next step. The next step is journalizing that payroll. So they let us know, hey, you got cash of $11,819.30. Where's that going to go? So this is what it looks like. We put in our date. It said it was for the May 1st through the 15th. So on the 15th, we record our salary expense. What was the expense? Well, it was a bunch of things. Well, the total amount that needed to be paid was $13,800. $11,819 actually goes to the employees. $925, well, that was their employee income tax payable. That's going to be sent to the government. Medicare tax payable. That's for their Medicaid, the governmental health insurance, that's going to be sent to the government, as well as Social Security tax. So these are the taxes, all the payables. This is the total amount we were responsible for. This is how much we actually paid in cash to the employees. And this is just it being graded. So, hey, that was Work Together 13.1. It was already done. Hope it makes sense for you. Give it another look. Make sure you're okay. It's going to help you do your applications. Okay. So we're going to move on. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Let me go get set up for 13-2, Work Together.